Russia's foreign minister says they have begun to move away from, quote, the edge of the abyss, where Biden's administration led their relationship. Joining me now is former Russia CIA chief George Beebe. George, we seem to have a new relationship with Putin. Do you trust him?
Well, I don't think we need to trust Putin in order to explore what a new relationship might look like and Russia's readiness to have a more normal relationship with the United States. I think we went through this in the Cold War. We established a working relationship with the Soviet Union where we could cooperate on areas of common interest, such as arms control and other things. And I think we can do that with the Russians today. It doesn't mean we have to trust Putin. I think it means we can also verify that we're taking steps that we each are comfortable with as we move forward.
Is there any role for the Europeans in this peace process, these peace talks?
Well, I think there is, but not yet. This has got to be a sequenced set of steps to bring Ukraine toward peace. And in the initial part of this, it really has to do with the United States and Russia exploring their respective geopolitical interests. That sets a context in which the Ukraine war can be settled, and the Europeans will have a role in this once we get to that part of this process.
President Trump responded to Russia's demands that Ukraine hold new elections to sign a peace deal. Watch this, please.
We're hearing that Russia wants to force Ukraine to hold new elections in order to sign any kind of a peace deal. Is that something that the U.S. would ever support?
Well, we have martial law, essentially martial law in Ukraine, where the leader in Ukraine, I mean, I hate to say it, but he's down at 4% approval rating, and where a country has been blown to smithereens. I would say that, you know, when they want a seat at the table, you could say the people have to, wouldn't the people of Ukraine have to say, like, you know, it's been a long time since we've had an election. That's not a Russia thing.
But why would President Trump want an election in Ukraine if that election could be so easily manipulated by Russia?
Well, I'm not sure it can be very easily manipulated by Russia. Russia is very unpopular with a lot of Ukrainians right now for obvious reasons. So I think Russia has very limited ability to sway the outcome of that election. I think the importance of elections in Ukraine lies in two areas. One is we need to make sure that any deal to end this war has deep support of Ukrainian people, and elections is one way of ensuring that. The other part of this is that Ukraine should, at some point, move toward membership in the European Union. It's not going to be a part of NATO, that's already clear, but it should be a part of the European Union, and to do that, it has to conform with EU democracy standards, and holding elections is a big part of that.
Got it. George Beebe, thanks very much for joining us, sir. You know what you're talking about, and we always appreciate that. We'll hope to see you again soon. Thank you, sir.